Hello, dear students, and welcome to this introduction movie for the winter of 2024. My name is Brian Sorial, and I am your professor for this semester. You can call me, or when you want to email me, just call me Professor B, and you'll see that's how I sign my name. I am on the MACA homepage, and the very first thing I'm going to do is to guide you into this class. And here's a but. The but is that I want to have you enjoy this semester and get to know me as a professor and as a mentor. I have had thousands and thousands of students that I have helped guide into this industry. Whether it's interactive web media or working for Lucasfilm or Disney, or going on to being an animator or an illustrator or a designer or a photographer or anything. I have lots of experience, and you will see that, okay? But one thing that I want to do before I show you where the class is I just want to, and I know you've seen the 3 movies that I've already, in the email that I sent you that had this as the 4th movie, you have seen and heard my story, my love of teaching, my love of mentoring, and my love of just being an artist and guiding students. I can help you. I can help you prepare a portfolio and work with you even after the semester is over to complete a portfolio that will get you a job. And I know I've said it in the other 3 movies, but I'm going to repeat myself probably because number 1, I'm old, and number 2, I like repeating myself. And number 3, I can't remember what I said before. So let's just start, okay? In the MACA homepage, I'm opening this class 2 days early. So instead of opening it on Monday morning on the 6th, on the 8th, I'm going to open it up on the 4th. I'm sorry. Let me get my calendar up so that I don't sound stupid, although I already am pretty nuts. So here's the calendar, and the semester starts on the 8th, but I'm going to open it up on Saturday the 6th, okay? Just to give you guys a little bit of a boost. There's a lot to cover this semester, a lot. And it's fun. And I just want to start this before I click my MACA. And if I haven't said it in the other 3 movies, I want you to want to get up on a Monday morning and go to work. That's what I wanted my whole life, and that's what I did. No one stopped me. I had plenty of people who tried to sway me away from being an artist. They did not understand the field. A lot of your parents don't understand the field. A lot of your friends don't understand this field. A lot of your brothers and sisters and spouses and family members don't understand this field. It is extremely lucrative, but you have to get to the point where you become invaluable. And let's talk about that. But before I go too far with my little speeches, let me click my MACA. So in my MACA, to get you started, you won't be able to call them on Saturday. But if you have an issue finding your class, and I'll show you in a minute where the class is on this page, okay? And how to get in, most of you already know, but just so put up with me if you already know, okay? What I want to do is, in this email that I'm sending you that has these links to the movies, there's also the syllabus. And I want you to pay attention to what I'm going to go into right now if you have a question or you see there's a change or there's something incorrect in the syllabus that I'm emailing you, as opposed to the module list of classes, of assignments and exercises and activities. But I'll show you that. Okay, so when you're in here, I want you to click apps. Up until last week, this was a solid menu on the left, but now you have to either click it or it'll be there. So here is the Canvas entry, okay? Now, I am going to show you that in courses, right over here on the left-hand side where I'm clicking right there, you should see your course on Saturday. It should be there. I've opened up the dates for Saturday the 6th. Hopefully I got that date right. And we'll talk about dates too, because I can never get everything perfectly right. Okay, there's so much to go through. Anyway, if your course does not show up here, I want to open up something right there that is going to, let me click it over here. So in the syllabus right here, I have a number right there, and I'll show you where that number is, and let me zoom in. It's 877-362-2662. Call them on Monday morning. Tell them that you can't get into your class if that's the problem you're having. Okay? And while I'm in the syllabus right here, you can see I have the weekly, the winter academic calendar, which has last day for refund, Martin Luther King Day, when is spring break, when is the holiday recess, when is the last day to withdraw. And I want you, if you are going to consider withdrawing from this class, and you'll see why I'm saying this, because I give you every opportunity in the world to pass this class. And it's not passing, it's making a successful content addition to your portfolio. That's the important thing. Oh, let's not get on that speech again. Last day of the 16-week class is Saturday, May 4th, and the semester ends Saturday, May 4th. Here are the weekly dates for this class, and keep in mind all of these dates when I show you the assignment list. So you will know when the beginning and the end of week 3 is, of week 8, of week 12, and so on. You'll know all the dates that correspond to the weekly modules, which are numbered week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and so on. So I'm going to put this on my other screen, but I'm also going to show you where that number was as well. So let's go down and go right to the bottom here. If you have a problem and your class does not show up in that list I just had, just go down to the bottom and here's that number again. I'm not going to zoom in because it's right there. 877-362-2662. Tell them your class isn't showing up, they'll fix it. Or they'll tell you what to do to fix it. So in the courses, I'm going to go to your class. In your class are a list of weekly modules. This is the home page, basically. So when you click your class, this page shows up automatically. Okay, now I'm in teacher view, not in student view, but it's about the same thing. Okay, it is the same thing, except a couple of these you don't have access to. Very important thing that I want to show you. All of the assignments, exercises, and activities are open. I don't close anything. And to show you that, I'm going to click assignments here. You don't have to. And I'm going to click edit assignment dates, just so you can see in here. I just want to show you. Okay, so that is not the way that I want that to be seen. I might have to go put this on my other screen. Okay, there, that's how I want it to be seen. So all of the, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. All of the exercises, the activities, see the activities? And the assignments right there are all open. Look at this. Available from, do you see how this says January 6th all the way down to the bottom? Do you see how available until May 4th is all the way to the bottom? I'll tell you why I do that. Now, the due dates change because you have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and some of this stuff is in different weeks. Well, let's go see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go back up here and click the home page. Now, you can see, for instance, let's just go with week 0. There's a lot of stuff in here, but one of them is the assignment list, which I will open in a second. Another is just getting started with Canvas. You probably don't even have to do that one. Complete the student introduction to online learning. If you have not done this, you're going to have to go through it. So click it and read this, and then this could be the reason why your class is not showing up on Monday morning, because you haven't done the student introduction to online learning. Now, if you have, it should show up over here. Let me show you. Because what I want is I want a copy of your, I want you to take a screenshot of the page that shows me you've taken this class. Well, how do you get there? Let me just make this a little skinnier. And I'm very informal here. and you'll see all throughout the semester how approachable I am, okay? But let's go to courses. Now, if you don't see your online learning class here, now I have a lot of stuff in here. This word down here should be available to you. Let me see what I can't find it right now. I want to see all classes. Let me see where, they moved it to the top. It used to be on the bottom. Okay. They make changes all the time. We just have to adapt, right? So in all courses, look at all of these courses that I have been a part of. But your online learning class should be in this list. If it's not in that list, if it's not right here in this list, right here, click all courses and it should be there. Open it up. Go follow what I said in here about the online learning class. Let me close it. And then it's only worth 1 point, but I still need you to send me the JPEG that shows me what you got in this online Student Introduction to Online Learning course. Welcome to MACA 1200, about your instructor. So this is that one that I want to show you. This is me. This is the me you care about. Now, I've talked about this in my other 3 movies. What are these? These are content items that not only paid the bills and kept on paying the bills, and I have hundreds, literally thousands of portfolio samples. I now do animal portraits because I'm semi-retired, but I did a lot of work for Star Wars, I did a lot of work for Star Trek, and I love every meaning for Paramount and 20th Century Fox and Lucasfilm and many, 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 many Fortune 500 companies, as you can see. Okay, so just know one thing. I love what I do. I like getting up on a Monday morning. I guess that's 2 things. And I want you to feel the same. And I will guide you and help you to do that. Now, it's a good time to say this. What you're looking at is not a resume. What you're looking at is not a portfolio, is not a cover letter. It's not a GPA. It's not a list of your courses you've taken. But this is what the client and the people who are going to hire you want to see. They don't really care about your grades. Their human resources department does, but the art directors and the clients care about your style, your work ethic, your determination, your talent, your skill. They don't care what color you are, what sex you are, what gender you are, where you came from. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care how old you are. I've helped guide people in this industry into new jobs. Did you hear that? At age 60, at age 70, at age 18, at age 26, at age 35 with 5 kids. So I'm just telling you, this is what's important, is your portfolio. And I want you to constantly take care of your portfolio. It's screaming at you to take care of it. And that's where we come in together, probably after the semester is over, to help me, to help you. I will help you assemble a quality portfolio. And there's many emails I'll send you throughout the semester that guide you into how to create a portfolio and get a job. Just flat out, create a portfolio, get a job. Oh yeah, and then show them your resume, and then show them your cover letter and your GPA. But it's most likely, as I said, the human resources department that cares about how well you did. This is what the client cares about. This is what the art directors and the employers who are going to hire you care about. Oops, I said that like what? How many times? 4 or 5 times? Okay. So let me go back to week 1 or week 0 and show you right now. Just go through all of these items. Go through activity 1, introduce yourself to your peers. Please do not skip the course acknowledgement. Just do it, okay? And I didn't mean that so harshly, but what I am saying is don't skip anything. Even though you could skip everything and go down to here, don't do it. Go in order, all right? Get things done. Show me your work ethic. Show me your energy, your drive, your passion for creativity and passion to learn. That's what I care about. So now, if I have a date that's incorrect in here, okay, if I do, I want you to just email me and tell me, hey, Brian, you messed up with a date or something. Okay, so all of these dates, like exercise 1, are all due January. Each one of these exercises will take you no more than an hour, even less than that. Okay, so, God, he wants me to do 5 things in 1 week. Don't think like that. Please, don't think like that. If you need more time on anything, now listen to this. I think I've said it before to you in one of the movies. Family, work, and health come first before school. Did you hear that? If you got family things that you have to do, if you have work things that you have to do, or you're not feeling well, just email me and tell me, and I'll show you how to email me. Hopefully, I won't forget to do it before this movie ends. So, week 1 here is the Adobe Illustrator Basics. It corresponds to the syllabus, which is right here. Let me go down and read all this stuff, because there is a syllabus quiz. Okay, please, please, please read all this stuff. Okay, so now, see how week 1 has all of these items here? And then week 2 and 3 have all of these items here? Just use this syllabus as a guide. And by the way, you are going to need Adobe Illustrator and the Adobe Creative Cloud package. And I'll show you up here how you get it. And I'll just, hopefully it won't close. I don't know why that's not. Okay. Let me go down to where that was. If you don't have a computer, you can afford it. Okay. See this Adobe Creative Cloud website little clicky thing, this link I made here? All you got to do is click it. You go in here, and since you don't have to buy a book, don't do a free trial. Buy it. It's only $19.95 a month. Okay, and you can cancel it when you're all done the class. But this is every single application that Adobe has. Please do it before Monday. Okay, see, $19.99 a month, where I'm highlighting right there. It's not that much money when you consider sometimes books are over $100. This is all you have to buy for the semester is Adobe Illustrator with the Adobe Creative Cloud. And then it will launch. You see this icon that's way up here? I hope you can see it. It's right there. There is my Creative Cloud. There is my list of all of my applications. Okay? And we'll talk about over here on this side here, there's lots of stuff in here that I want to have you know as you progress through your portfolio and as you start building your online presence. Okay, so let's just minimize that. So now, back to this. So week 1, week 2 is all outlined for you, and it's also, I'm just going to say it again, it's also in this, it's also in here. So please, from week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to week 16, please be due diligent about organization. That's one thing that I have an issue with some students, and I know you got a lot going on in your life. I already know that. I do, and I sympathize with that, and I'll work around you. Just communicate with me. Okay. How do you communicate with Brian? So you go over here to the inbox. Let's just get this out of the way, all right? So you go to the inbox. It's going to go in a second. It used to go quickly. Now it takes some time. In the inbox, you click this icon that's right here, and if you have to talk to me, choose your course. I'll choose this one, which is your course. I'll say 2, and in 2, I get to go to teachers. If I were you, and Brian Sorial is me. It doesn't say Professor B, but it should. Ha. So now let's go to Brian Sorial. Let's pretend that you have an issue with assignment 1. Okay, what you're going to do is say, hey Brian, I have an issue with assignment 1. And you're going to click, listen to this. I'll say it 3 times. Listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. Please attach your AI Adobe Illustrator file by clicking the paperclip. If you have an issue with assignment 1 or 10 or 15 or exercise 7 or whatever, attach them. I will open up your file, create a movie for you, and put you independent, personalized movie for you to fix your problem. And I usually respond to all emails within the same day. Almost never takes me a whole day. And I'll let you know when I'm either out of town or I have something going on or I'm at a client's for the whole day. Okay, so just let me know. Send me an email. Tell me what your issue is. Attach your file, you'll get it back, and you'll be on your way within hours or a day. Okay? So I'm going to cancel that, but that's how to send an email to Brian. Okay? So you can see here that this is where the inbox is. Again, that's the icon right there that you click, and you go ahead and you can watch this movie again if you want. But let me go back to the course. So let's go here and go right back to your course. And I think that is everything that I want you to do. Now I'm going to go to Student View in a second. Well, I'm going to do it right now. So I'm going to hit Student View. So in Student View, this is what you get. Okay? Now let's say that you want to go start exercise 1. Please read how you are supposed to save things. Please. Okay? This assignment is locked. Okay, I can't even open it up because I locked it until January 6th. So I'm going to leave Student View. Sorry about that. And now this is what the assignment is. It says download the exercise start file. It says here to name everything properly. Always, like for this is exercise 1, right? So it's exercise 1 _ no spaces. Last name, notice how there's no space between last and name. _ first initial. Or you can put your first name in. I don't care. But I want everything named properly. Don't give me something that just says exercise 1 and turn it in, because what if every student just turned in exercise 1? How do I know who has what? I'm sure you get it. Now, these are all movies that I also have in some of the assignments I have in another place, which I'll show you later on in the semester. But please watch the movies. There are no PDF files to read. Why? Because they don't work. Sure, they work for you to read it and then do the step and then read it and do the next step and then read it and do the next step. And I dare you, once you get 3 steps ahead, to tell me what the first step was and how you did it. By watching, it ignites all your senses. And by watching a step and then rewinding and watching it again and then rewinding and watching it again, I don't care if you have to do that 12 times. And here's something you can hear right now. Let's say in exercise 1, you don't have it done. Just send me an email on Sunday. Say, Brian, I need more time on exercise 1. I'll say, fine. I'll say, great. Don't worry about it. And I won't take any points off. If you contact me, I will not take any points off. It's not about submitting your material. It's about submitting material that is going to eventually, hopefully, be good enough for your portfolio. There's the difference. Forget about doing projects just to finish them. I want you, if you have to do it over 2 or 3 times, just email me. Brian, I'm going to try this again, okay? I'll say, great. I'm going to write your name down and put a star by it. I don't care how many times it takes you to do something right, but please do it right. I have a quick, stupid analogy. If you went to let's say you were having a liver transplant, and you contacted every liver doctor that there was, and you asked them, what did you get in a liver class? And the doctor says, a C. Do you want somebody who is failing at livers sometimes? I know that's a stupid analogy, but do you understand what I mean? What certain professions, race car drivers, sports people, actors, people who need to show what their skill is, either on paper, on canvas, as a physical skill, as a mental skill, as a media skill. You want them to be the best they can be. Now, that's a corny thing to say, but it's not. I'm going to show you this semester portfolios of students that started at $60, $70, $80, $90, $100,000 a year in their job because their portfolio was amazing. And if I have time at the end of this, I'll show you one portfolio that is amazing. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of student portfolios, but I'll show you just one that is amazing. And that student started at $85,000 a year. And currently, they're in middle six figures. Okay? It's amazing how much. And the student's not even 35 years old. It's not about money. It's about being good at what you do. And sometimes being good at what you do takes so much effort. But remember, you're here because you love this. You're here because most of you have creative desire. You have passion for learning and being creative and showing your artistic talent. I'll help you. How's that? Okay, so you've seen what I've done here. Here's exercise 1. Let's go back to here. I don't have to show you all the modules, okay? Go in order. Do everything in order, please, please, please. Submit when you can. If you have to miss a deadline, email me. Go to the inbox where I'm actually now clicking right there again. And in the inbox, send me that email that I showed you how to do. And if you have a problem again, call that number at the bottom of the screen when I click the dashboard. So in the dashboard, remember, it's down there, it's right there, and it's also in the syllabus. I always forget to say stuff, and I don't want to miss anything. But let me go to here because I want to show you the assignment list. And I want you to either print out the assignment list. I just made the page smaller, okay? So here I've gone to this degree to create an assignment list for you that makes sense. It follows every single one in order and shows you a visual assignment list, okay? It's really cool. But I don't have to zoom in. You can zoom in because I'm going to include it in the email that you get for Saturday or for the week prior to Saturday, the 6th of January, which is next week or the week after. So here are all the assignments. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Here is all the assignments that you're going to do, and you're going to build on them. You're going to learn Illustrator because it's one of the most incredible tools. I am an expert at Photoshop, an expert at Illustrator, an expert at After Effects. I'm pretty good in Maya and 3D Studio Max, and I'm really good in InDesign, as well as other applications. You need to show in your portfolio to be versatile. We'll talk about that when you ask me, Brian, what's available out there? I have a career guide that shows exactly what's available. This is assignment 1. It's a fun one. It really is a fun one, and it shows you the power of Illustrator's tools. Okay? I'm going to ask you, look at my machine here. And I have a Mac. Mac or PC, that's fine. But in my Mac, I have 32 gigabytes. That says 32 gigabytes of memory, which means RAM, right? Please, if you have to upgrade your machine and you only have like 8 gigabytes or 4 gigabytes of RAM, please get more because it's going to require, you can't run Photoshop and Illustrator at the same time with only 4 gigabytes of RAM or 8 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, so you can see here how I even have an 8 gigabyte video card. It's so important to have the right equipment. I know that some of you have an issue with having upgraded computers. Just communicate with me. I mean, I can't buy one for every student. I wish I could, but maybe we can figure something out, okay? And no iPads. Did you hear me? No iPads. You can't use a full version of Illustrator on an iPad, as nice as they are. Okay? It has to be on a PC or a Mac. All right? And I don't care if it's a laptop or I'm working on a laptop right now, and it's a super powerful laptop. Anyway, here is activity 4. You can see all the way down. I'm just going to go down and show you every single one in order, which you should check off when you're finished and put a date by it. Okay, so you're going to be developing logos. You're going to be developing all the things that Illustrator actually gives. I can tell you that I have made a lot of money over the years in Illustrator. A lot. And I am one of the most experienced Illustrator people around. There's plenty of us. Your fellow instructors, my fellow instructors, full-time and adjunct at Macomb Community College, are among the best in the industry. Did you hear that? So pay attention in class when somebody is discussing something and you just want to, your creative desire, you can't stop listening to every single creative thing. The reason I'm going through this is because I want you to use this assignment guide in the proper way. Okay, that's why I put it out here. Now, here is a portfolio of students doing Illustrator work. Yes, this is Illustrator, and this is, let me go down in size. This is Vector, is what I wanted to say. Let me view this by single page. That should have gone to single page. That was my evil voice. Okay, page display, single page. Hello, let me go like this. It's not going to single page. I've been noticing that some of the upgrades that they are doing, and they being Adobe, really messes up. Let me go to 2-page view and then back to single page view, because it certainly is not showing me single page view. That's okay. Actual size. Okay, whatever. Let me just go to, whatever. Okay, yeah, Brian, do you even know what you're doing? Okay, yes, I do. Okay, so here is, yes, very good, Brian. Okay, so these are Adobe Illustrator examples. Some of them have gradients, some of them use gradient meshes for different variant colors, but these are all Illustrator files. Okay, I want you to guess how much that would go for in the industry, right there. That's a $2,000 piece, right there, $2,000. I want you to guess how much that would go for in the industry. And it's a $5,000 piece, not 500, 5,000. And there's a lot more information that I can give you. I even have a pricing guide. That's how you're going to look after the first week. You're supposed to laugh at this point, okay? No, you'll be happy, okay? So I have so many really amazing stories and information that I think you're going to want to hear and be a part of. So I'm closing this. Let me quit this. And I'm going to pause this for a second, and I'm going to come back and show you a main portfolio, and maybe I'll remember in a couple seconds, I'll remember, whoops, I just opened messages. Why did I do that? I didn't want messages. Okay, because the icon is the same icon. There. Let me pause this, and I'll be back with a portfolio. Okay, what I have is a man by the name of Steve Carey, and I had Steve in my classes many years ago, but Steve is now head creative director for this group. And I'm going to include this link, and I'm going to include a link to his student portfolio so you can see what it was like. But so you can actually go through this and see this is a Macomb Community College student who is just one of thousands of students who are happy in their field, and money is not an issue, okay? And money is not even the push part. You know what I mean? It's as when you get really, I can't think of the words. When you get really, so I don't want to say talent or skilled or whatever, the money is a given, honest to gosh. We'll have many talks about this, okay, together, in maybe email fashion or in another movie I'll send or whatever. But you and I, if you want to work with me, I'm open for that. After the semester, during the semester, whatever. But this is Steve Carey's student portfolio that I wanted you to see. And I'm going to give a link to this because it's in my YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel. But I'm going to play it, and then I'm just going to let it go. And I want you to see the content items. When Steve and I started to get him ready to go into the business, as an art director, as a designer, illustrator / art director, he only had about 25 pieces for his portfolio. I worked with him for a whole summer and another few months, and this is what he came up with. So I want you to see that this is Steve as a designer. And you can zoom in when you look at it on your own machine, okay? Because you'll see this movie. And again, I'm going to send you Steve Carey's online current link. Notice how this is a hard copy portfolio. So you can see the left-hand page is always his floating logo that he created. If you work with me, you're going to also create your own logo and your own resume and cover letter. But you can see over and over again. I'm not going to play the whole thing right now because you can review this. But look this just goes on and on and on and on. And Steve did this over a summer, okay? After he had and what he thought he was done. And this portfolio is what garnered him a position over $85,000 a year to start. To start. That's important, okay, to know that. Because Steve interviewed with many people at a local agency, and I don't know if you know this, but Detroit is one of the most lucrative advertising agency cities in America, including New York and Atlanta. We compete with New York, Atlanta, Chicago, LA, okay, and Detroit. Yeah, it's kind of the automotive field, but there's more. Automotive is only 10%, 15% of this market. So let's just work together. You can review Steve's link here. I'm going to stop this. And in the email, I'll have both links to this right here. And I'm going to let you go through and you can see all his work. I'll click it once, but you can just see all his work. He's amazing. But he's just he's you. Whether you want to go into photography or animation I'll help you package yourself correctly. Yeah, this is an Adobe Illustrator class. You go, Brian, how can you talk about this right now? And it's because now's the right time. You set your goal. You don't let anybody stop you from attaining your goal. And you just keep on pushing through all the frustration. Is there going to be frustration? Are you going to be all upset sometimes? Yeah, you're an artist. You're never going to be happy with what you do except when you look back on it. Okay? And it's just so much fun to do this stuff. So I look forward to a whole semester. I probably forgot 12 things that I wanted to talk about in this intro movie, but just go on Monday morning. If you have a problem with getting into Canvas, call that number. I can't wait to work with you. Thanks.